In this video, we will take an in-depth look at how testosterone levels affect your health and what steps you can take to regain your energy and improve your quality of life. We will discuss the causes of low testosterone, as well as natural ways to support it, such as vitamin D3, zinc, and herbal supplements that help restore hormonal balance, how to maintain reproductive health and restore your vitality. Hi, today we're going to talk about a topic that affects everyone, but is rarely discussed openly: reproductive health. What is it really, and why think about it if everything seems fine? Now imagine, you wake up with no energy, no desire, no mood. You barely have the energy for work, and at night you just want to make it to your pillow. You're not really sick, but you're not fully living either. That's the first red flag pointing to issues in your reproductive system. It's not just about having children, it's about your entire internal power station. It's about hormones, libido, mood, confidence. Reproductive health is like a foundation. If that foundation is weak, everything starts falling apart. Immunity, metabolism, motivation, even sleep and appetite. If you're constantly stressed, sleeping 5 to 6 hours, eating poorly, barely moving, and never truly resting, that crash comes faster and hits harder. And by age 35-40, you might not feel like a wise, mature man, but rather tired, drained, and uninterested in life. Not because old age crept in, but because your body is running on empty. And if you don't stop in time and look at the root cause, you might spend a long time searching for the solution in the wrong place. And often, the reason is right here. Your body is asking to restore balance. It doesn't scream or demand, it whispers. First, with a subtle fatigue, then with a loss of interest in sex. Then come concentration issues, and further on, anxiety and even depression. We're used to seeing testosterone as something secondary. If it doesn't hurt, it must be fine. But in reality, it's one of the most delicate and powerful systems in our body, regulating not just sexual function, but the brain, heart, blood vessels, and even bone tissue. And here's the trap. When these changes start, most men don't go get tested. They just endure it thinking, it'll pass, or I'm just tired. Meanwhile, the body starts speaking louder. Hey, I'm running out of resources. Help me. The good news is that many processes in the body are reversible. Yes, even if you're well past 30, even if you haven't felt that lightness, that confidence, that inner strength in a long time. The body is incredibly adaptable. It knows how to recover. It still has resources. They might just be blocked by stress, fatigue, deficiencies, and an irregular lifestyle. And you don't need to rush for injections or take drastic measures. Sometimes it all starts with very simple, even basic steps. But those are the foundation of real change. The first thing to pay attention to is your habits. Yes, it doesn't sound exciting, but it works, because no supplement or magic fix will help if you keep undersleeping, eating on the go, and sitting all day. Start with movement. Regular physical activity is a direct path to better hormonal balance. And it's not about rushing to the gym and getting ripped. It's about the basics: walking, stretching, giving your body at least some consistent effort. When you move, blood flow improves, your nervous system functions better, and cortisol, the stress hormone that suppresses hormone production, goes down. Plus, the brain gets the message, I'm alive, I'm moving, I need resources, and a chain of restorative processes is triggered. Next is sleep. Oh, sleep, the most underrated health hero. Most testosterone is produced during the deep phases of sleep. If you sleep 5 to 6 hours and restlessly, your hormonal system simply doesn't have time to recover. So getting enough sleep isn't if possible, it's the foundation of feeling well. Minimum 7-8 hours, in silence, no screens for at least 30 minutes before bed. Yes, it's not always easy, but if you want to feel alive, it's essential. Nutrition is another cornerstone. We often underestimate how much a lack of micronutrients affects the hormonal system. Without enough protein, hormone synthesis slows down. Without fats, the body has nothing to build hormones from. Without zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D, things start falling apart. The problem is, even with a normal diet, these nutrients are often lacking. especially if your diet is repetitive, full of fast food, processed meals, and snacks instead of proper meals. That's why the next logical step is to normalize your nutrition. Add more whole foods, more vegetables, nuts, fish, lean meat, eggs, whole grains, and try to cut out everything clearly harmful, sugar, trans fats, and regular alcohol intake. Unfortunately, even a healthy lifestyle doesn't always produce fast results. That's where supplements come in, not as a magic fix, but as smart support, as a way to give your body what it's been asking for, but hasn't gotten from daily food and routine. Important, this is not about hormone therapy. No one's suggesting shots or external interference with your system. On the contrary, we're talking about helping the body activate its own systems. Support it gently, no overload, no artificial boosts. Today, the most discussed and well-researched nutrients for men's health are vitamin D3, zinc, and herbal complexes. It's simple, no exotic stuff, but there's strength in that simplicity. Let's start with D3. It's not just a sunshine vitamin like we usually think. It's essentially a hormone-like substance that affects dozens of key processes in the body. It helps regulate the immune system, affects mood, controls calcium metabolism, and most importantly, it's essential for hormonal balance. Without it, testosterone production stalls. The body still works, but in energy-saving mode, running on low power. And here's what's interesting. Most people today are deficient in D3. Seriously, even in summer, even for people who go outside, because you need a lot of sun, enough exposed skin, and it shouldn't be through glass or while rushing around. Plus, pollution, stress, diet, and covered skin all make D3 absorption a problem. So a quality D3 supplement isn't trendy, it's literally foundational support. It gives your body the signal. Everything's okay, you can start recovering. Now zinc. Many know it as the immunity mineral, but it's way more than just a cold remedy. Zinc is a building block for testosterone. Without it, the whole hormone synthesis process gets disrupted. It's involved in sperm production, cell division, inflammation control, blood sugar regulation, and even brain function. When zinc is lacking, and it's easily lost through stress, sweat, coffee, and alcohol, your hormonal system starts to glitch. And you feel it. Fatigue sets in, appetite goes off, libido drops, skin becomes sensitive, immunity weakens. But when you've got enough zinc, everything slowly starts getting back on track. Not suddenly, not instantly, but you notice your mind's clearer, your body's more active, your mood more stable. And finally, herbal complexes. They act gently, supportively, without disrupting natural processes. There are ingredients that have been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and now backed by modern research. For example, fenugreek helps improve lipid profile and supports hormonal balance. If you're getting tired faster, losing drive, libido's dropping, or that belly's growing, don't ignore it. It's not just age or just tired. These are signs your body needs help. Start simple. Get tested. Check your testosterone, vitamin D, and micronutrient levels. And if needed, add some support. Choose supplements wisely, proven, with clear formulas and no fluff, ideally with well-dosed D3, bioavailable zinc, and something like tribulus, ashwagandha, or ginseng for subtle but effective hormonal support. And remember, taking care of yourself isn't weakness, it's awareness, it's strength.